Remember Markelle Fultz? Like, just remember that whole situation. Like, he's an actual basketball player right now in a way where, just think about it this way, 3 years ago, him and Ben Simmons looked like they were on total different trajectories in a career, and now it's flip-flopped. And I think
Mhm.
that goes a long way with that stuff. I mean, we talked about Banchero, we talked about Franz Wagner being an unbelievable player. I like what they've done as a team. Wendell Carter Jr. picked him up from Chicago and have revived his career to a degree, kind of gave him a role as a young player, and he's really stepping up. It's just there's no way you can't talk about the Magic and not smile. It's kind of that simple. Like, when you think about it, it's like they've become a very big league pass team. You watch a ton of them. They've won some big games. They beat Boston. They beat Golden State. They've taken teams to the wire. They've won at the buzzer. They've lost some games at the buzzer. They're learning to win close games. And a lot of that is by losing close games first. I love what they're doing, and hopefully the trajectory is going the way we're going to say, Dave, and hopefully we're going to all jump on that wagon. But, like, I think there's just a great group in that. And I think also a lot of it, we got to talk about Jamal Mosley doing a freaking phenomenal job as a coach there, as a first time head coach, really kind of getting a lot out of that team and those youngsters.
And just think he could be the head coach in Dallas right now. We maybe could be talking about a totally different situation. But I'm glad you brought up Markelle Fultz, because low key, Orlando has actually been really good for their young guys who've been injured. And I know, Jonathan Isaac's had some really awful luck, but they never turned their back on him in any way. There was never, I never even heard, maybe they'll try to do a salary dump or something like that. And Markelle is one of those situations where they worked him on the mental side, they worked him on the physical side, and they gave him the space that he needed to be better and be ready to come back and play. And he's been unleashed by Jamal Mosley. Did you see this? He had a chase down block, and then he comes back and Orlando turns the ball over, and he just sprints back and chases down another layup. And he's just like a one-man wrecking crew. I mean, it's amazing to watch. And of course, and John Hammond, who's the architect of that team, obviously, like, was the guy who not found Giannis, because more people knew about Giannis than just him, but he's the guy who drafted Giannis. And you can see a lot of that. Okay, this is what he was starting to build up in Milwaukee. And now we're seeing, like, what did I call it? It was it's Project 6-9 in Toronto, and I'm calling it in Orlando Vision 610, because all these guys are tall and can make plays.